Speaking at the launch of the Phase 2, the President, Nana Akufo-Addo, said there was relatively stable food security environment in the country after the implementation of the Phase 1.
Significant successes have been recorded after some 6 years of implementation of this first phase of the Planting for Food and Jobs program. Notably, these include reaching over 2.7 million farmers and other value chain actors under the 5 modules, a relatively stable food security environment with food self-sufficiency in major food staples such as maize, cassava, and yam, increased agricultural sector growth rate from the 2.7% we inherited in 2016 to an average of 6.3% from 2017 to 2022. Government has thus been able to achieve the annual target of 6% of sector growth set under the Malabo Declaration, to which Ghana is a signatory. Increased fertilizer application rate from 8 kilograms per hectare in 2016 to 25 kilograms per hectare in 2022. Increased distribution of certified seeds from 2,000 metric tons in 2016 to 36,000 metric tons in 2022. And increased private sector investment in the seed industry.
He said there was the need for a review of the Phase 2 following the dynamics in the agriculture sector.
6 years may not be too long, but I'm sure you'll agree with me that the dynamics have changed and have improved the circumstances of our nation's agriculture. Nonetheless, the rapid increase in population growth, low access to credit, persisting inefficient methods of production, heavy financial burden on government imposed largely by subsidy of seed and fertilizers, relatively low support for commercial farming, and the impact of climate change call for a review of the Planting for Food and Jobs program. This is necessary to ensure sustainable food security and resilience.
Minister for Food and Agriculture, Brian Echampon, said it was embarrassing the country was still importing vegetables even though resources have been sunk in irrigation systems.
Having committed over 1.2 billion Ghana cedis for irrigation infrastructure in the northern regions alone, I see no justification for the current state of high import of vegetables from the sub-region, in spite of the huge potential for all year-round production. Mr. President, in a recent meeting with the onion importers plying the Niger route, it was disclosed to me that on average, an amount of $2 million was spent weekly to import onions. I deem this as an embarrassment and a needless drain on our scarce foreign exchange.
The Northern Regional Minister, Shani Al-Hassan Shaibu, on his part, said the Northern region remains the food basket of the country.
Our potentials in agriculture is not in doubt, ranging from cereals through legumes and roots and tubers to vegetables that is coming up strongly. We are direct beneficiaries of the first phase of the Planting for Food and Jobs in such major crops like maize, rice, soya, sorghum, but to mention a few. We are very grateful for the support and supply of farm inputs, seeds, and fertilizers by this project. We have also benefited from agricultural essential services, improved technology, and market linkage. Your Excellency, in 2022, we produced 240,000 metric tons of maize, 269,000 metric tons of rice, and 2,141 metric tons of yam, making us a full basket of the country. I am also proud to mention that we still have over 60% of our agricultural fertile lands untouched, making us one of the readily available areas for agricultural investment in the country.